March the 1st saw Ozeki Asanoyama mark his 27th birthday with a vow to aim for the rank above, and that means winning a title. Although respect for the highest rank currently prevents him from naming it, he says, "Having come as far as Ozeki, I want to make one more big effort to reach the rank above." Some fans believe that Kotonowaka might be making similar comments in 5 years' time. The 23-year-old Hope has been tuning up for March with winner stays on against Sadogatake stablemates Kotoshoho and Kotoeko. "I don't keep count of the bouts and don't wish to be bound by numbers," he told reporters. "Instead, I pay more attention to time. I reckon we went on for about an hour today, for as long as we feel we can." This time last year, he was making his Division 1 debut, and asked to reflect on these past 12 months, he said, "It's been a learning experience. My injury last July was down to weakness, and I've made sure to strengthen that knee as a result. It's also important not to overthink things, so I just think about fighting boldly with all I have. The basics become more important now, putting on real power and not losing the initial impact. My 10 wins in January have given me confidence and a platform to build upon." Colleague Kotoshoho, meanwhile, is trying to correct the faults he blames for a huge losing score last time. "I tend to tilt towards the right, so I'm trying to scrub that bad habit out in training. Not get into the bad stance I tend to fall into," he revealed. "A losing run of the kind that happened last time was completely new territory for me, and there were certainly moments when I didn't know how to respond. I tried blocking everything out and solely focusing on the next bout, but even that couldn't stop the slide. I've got to use this experience going forward, starting with losing all obsession with winning. We know each bout is simply a question of whether you win or lose, so I'll stop only thinking about winning and just be brave and daring when I fight." The 21-year-old, who's been reading manga to relax, also says, "I want to become genuinely strong as quickly as possible." Finally, the end of the school year in March usually coincides with an increase in sumo applicants, and indeed, 35 youngsters have passed the initial physical this time. However, unusually, none of them will be fighting in March. "Coronavirus has clashed with graduation season," was Press Chief Shibatayama's slightly absurd choice of words. Meaning that if they go back to their high schools for the ceremonies and then return to their stables, in the worst case, they could bring the virus back with them. So we've told them simply to go home and graduate and not return until after the tournament. They will also need to isolate in a hotel for a few days and get tested before re-entering the stable. Asked what this means for the May rankings chart, as if that's more important than virus control, he answered, "Those who have dropped off the chart will be back on it for May, while the newcomers, who have never been ranked, will fight pre-sumo in May." He then added, "As for the next round of virus testing, it will be done in stages, backroom staff, coaches and wrestlers. And if anyone tests positive, we will consult the experts on what to do."